Daf Yomi, Tractate Bava Metzia, page 69a, part 2. The Gemara with the words Rabbi Elazar Mehagronia. The Gemara relates Rabbi Elazar of Hagronia purchased an animal and gave it to his sharecropper to fatten it, and gave him the head as his wages, and gave him 1/2 of the profits. The sharecropper's wife said to him, "If you would have participated with him in the purchase of the animal, he would have given you the tail also." The next time, the sharecropper went and purchased the calf with Rabbi Elazar, and Rabbi Elazar gave him 1/2 of the tail, and said to him, "Let's divide the head." The sharecropper said to him, "Now will you not also give me as you did initially? Before, when I was not a partner in the animal, but accepted it only in order to fatten it, you gave me the entire head. Now that I am a partner with you, are you going to give me only 1/2 of the head?" Rabbi Elazar said to him, "Until now the money was mine, and had I not given you a little more value as compensation for your efforts, it would have appeared to be like interest. But now that we are partners, what can you say? That you must exert a little more effort than I do to take the animal in and out of the pasture? As people say in the common adage, an ordinary sharecropper subjugates himself to the owner to bring him pasture. Sharecroppers are accustomed to expending extra effort on behalf of the owner of a field. Therefore, we are equal partners and divide everything." Tanu Rabbanan, the sages taught in a Braita with regard to one who appraises an animal for another to raise. How long is the other one obligated to care for it if they did not stipulate this explicitly? Simcha says, for female donkeys, 18 months. For flocks of sheep or goats, 24 months. And if one of them comes to divide, meaning if he wishes to sell the animal and divide the profits within the time, meaning before the time for taking care of it has ended, the other can prevent him from doing so, but the effort involved in the care of the animal for this year is not comparable to the care of another year. The Gemara asks, with regard to the word, but that was said here, what is it saying? It does not seem to belong in the statement. Rather, the text must be corrected as follows. Because the care of this year is not comparable to the care of another year, the profits are not necessarily divided evenly during the entire time of the animal's growth, and therefore either party can insist that the contract be carried through to the end of the specified period. Looks like we'll have to plug this in. So let's just plug it in before we lose the battery power. Okay. So here. In. Boom nigga liner, boom nigga liner, boom nigga, boom nigga, boom nigga, boom nigga, boom nigga, boom nigga liner. Oh, 2 minutes left. Oh, nice. Okay, let's see what we got going on here. Specified period. Right, specified period. It is taught in another bright. Yeah, okay. The Gemara asks with regard to the word that is said here. What is it saying? It does not seem to belong to the statement. Rather, yeah, because the care of this year is not comparable to the care of another year, the profits are not necessarily divided evenly during the entire time of the animal's growth, and therefore either party can insist that the contract be carried through to the end of the specified period. Okay, that's where we are. Tanya Idach, it is taught in another Braise. Let's go back to our chair here. Okay. You sit over here maybe. Tanya Idach, it was taught in another Braise with regard to So, Tanya idach. It was learned in another Braise. Hold on. With regard, let's turn this off. Rav Elish. Okay. Tanya, idach. It is taught in another Braise with regard to one who praises an animal for another to raise. For how long is the latter obligated to care for the offspring that are born to it? For a species of small animals, he is obligated to care for the offspring 30 days. And for species of large animals, 50 days, as Yossi says. For a species of small animals, he is obligated to care for the offspring for 3 months, as it requires a lot of care. The Gemara asks, what is the meaning of a lot of care? It means that due to the fact that its teeth are thin, its food has to be cut up for it, which is not necessary for a species of large animals. From this point forward, the one raising the animal takes 1/2 of the offspring as his share. Since 1/2 of the animal is his, he takes 1/2 of the other's share of the offspring, meaning 1/4 of the total, as wages for caring for the animal and raising it. The Gemara relays from Menashia, not Menashe, but Menashia, Bar Gada, accepted an animal to raise, and the offspring he took is 1/2 and 1/2 of it, the other's half. Okay. And the offspring he took, okay. The matter came before Abaya. Abaya said to Menashia ben Gada, who divided it for you, since he did this on his own? There's a certain concern that he may not have divided it fairly. And furthermore, this place is a place where it is customary for the raising of one's animal to raise the offspring. And we learned in the Mishnah 69b, in a place where it is customary to raise the offspring, they should be raised by the one raising the mother. Okay. And not divide between them. The Gemara relates, there were these 2 Samaritans who entered into a joint venture with each other. One of them went and divided the money without knowledge of the other. They came for judgment before Rav Papa. Rav Papa said to the plaintiff, what difference is there? Meaning, what do you lose? This is what Rav Nachman said. Money is considered as though it were already divided. It is not viewed as a single sum. The next year, these same 2 purchased wine together, and the other one arose and divided the wine without the knowledge of the other. And again, they came for judgment before Rav Papa. Rav Papa said to the defendant, who divided it for you? You did not act properly, since you did not get your partner's permission to divide the wine. The Samaritan said to him, I see that the master pursues me in order to harass me, since last year when we came with what appears to be essentially the same case, you gave a different ruling in favor of the other. Rav Papa said,